Hello, thank you for being here today with me. I'm going to take you through a Pilates workout, and today we're going to be using a couple 3-pound weights. If you have 1 pound, 2 pounds, 1.5 pounds, that works as well, but typically a lighter weight to take you through this, okay? So let's get started. Here are my 3-pound weights. We're just going to start coming to the side or facing forward, either one. Inhale, dropping down, reaching those weights out in front into that squat. We're gonna do 5 like that. So inhale, coming down, reaching those weights forward. Exhale to come back up. Let's do 3. And 4. And 5. We're gonna come back down again. This time when we come up, bring those weights behind, coming up onto the heels. Let's do 5 like that. So 2, 3, imagine you're sitting in that chair. Your arms are moving through the air as if you're pushing through water. Let's do 4. Feeling the weight go on that toes. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to lower. And 5. Let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, feeling those glutes fire up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to the side, taking one leg in front, the opposite leg behind. We're gonna come into some lunges. Bending down, taking that knee towards the floor, the opposite knee coming to the toe, coming back up. Let's do 6 like that on this side. So 2, 3, feeling the weight in that ball of your foot and the opposite foot, pushing that foot, the floor away as we come up. Let's do 6. And I want to pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift your weight to that front foot and bring that toe to tap behind. But as we do that, we're going to take the arms out, holding those weights, and tap that out for 10, 9, feeling the weight in that opposite foot, feeling those glutes fire up, holding those weights out in front. 6, 5, 4, thinking of your core still being strong, supporting the movement. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Take that opposite leg behind. Let's come down for that lunge. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift your weight to that front foot. Bring those weights out in front of you, holding them straight out ahead. Tap that toe, that left toe in, and extend it back out. We're going to do 10. So let's do 2. Thinking of the core being strong to still support your movement. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those weights. Just for a few minutes, just put those weights down to the side. We're going to tilt our chin to our chest, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to roll hip width distance apart. Slowly roll yourself down towards the floor, letting everything just hang. Slight bend in the knees. Exhale to slowly stack the spine to come back up to a standing position. We're going to do 6 like that. So let's inhale, slowly rolling back down. Now that we're all warmed up with all those squats, exhale, rolling back up. Let's do 3, Inhale, rolling down. Exhale to roll back up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, rolling ourselves down towards that mat. Bend in the knee, exhale to come back up. This time as we come down, inhale, lower yourself down towards the mat. We're gonna walk our hands out, coming into a plank. I want you to hold that plank for 10. If this hurts, option to come down to our forearms, okay? Let's do 8, 7, 6, ribs are hugging, core is engaged, 5, 4, breathing, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, come into a bit of a child's pose, just give yourself a second. Come back up into that plank, push those heels into the floor for a nice stretch in the back of those calves. Come back onto the knees. I want us to come onto all fours, so your hips are stacked on top of on top of your legs. Your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists. Inhale, come into a cat position. Exhale to come into that cow, extending the spine, looking straight ahead. Let's do 3 like that. So 2, inhale, breathing in. Exhale to come back out. Let's do 1 more. And exhale. I want you to grab your weights now. And I want you to just take the left arm out, holding that weight out above. Exhale, bring it back in. As we're doing this, our ribs are hugging, pulling our belly button in towards the spine as if you have a tight pair of jeans zipped up, but not holding our breath, okay? You're still breathing. So breathing in as we lift, hold, exhale to lower that weight. We're gonna do 6, so 3 on each side. So let's do 2. Inhale to reach, exhale to lower, inhale to reach, exhale to lower. Hips are square towards that floor, core is engaged, using our breath with the movement. And the opposite side. This time when we come out with our arm, we're also gonna take the right leg out. So we're gonna come into a opposite arm and leg, but we're using that weight, pushing that opposite leg into the floor. Hips are staying square, bringing it back in. Let's alternate and do the opposite side. Inhale, reaching, lengthening. Exhale, coming back in. Let's do 4 more on each side. Inhale, reaching. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach with those weights. Exhale to lower. Let's do 3. And let's do 4. Great, give yourself a second, come into a bit of a child's pose. I want us to come onto our sides, taking one of those weights. Option to come onto your forearm for this, or to come extended onto your arm extended. For this, we're gonna do some side plank work. There are a few options. You can have the knees bent, or if you really wanna challenge yourself, you can have them extended. I'm gonna have my legs bent here. So I want us to inhale, reach up with that weight, bring it up over the head, and exhale to lower it back down. As you're doing this, I want you to imagine that your hips are staying square. Inhale, again, that core is engaged for that movement. Exhale to lower it back down. We're gonna do 6 like that. So let's do 3. Breathing 4. And 5. And last one, 6. Stay up, and I want you to pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. This time, take that arm up, Take that weight, thread it through to the opposite side for thread the needle, bringing it back up. We're gonna do 6 like that, so let's do 2. Feeling those obliques fire up, pressing the weight into that palm and the knees. Ribs are staying away from the floor, breath with the movement. And let's do 5. And last one, 6. Take that arm up, extend the leg, bring the weight above the head, reach forward to tap that weight towards the toe. We're gonna do 6 like that. So let's do 2. Thinking of those ribs staying pulled away from the floor. 3. Breathing with the movement. 4. 5. And 6. Whew. Take a second. Let's switch sides. Okay, so placing the hand on the mat, knees are bent, grabbing that weight, inhale, reaching up and over for that nice side bend. Exhale to come back down. Inhale for 2. Hips are square, 3. Core is engaged. 4. Let's do 2 more. 5. And 6. Keep that weight up. Let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7. Those obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Gonna come up again. Taking that weight, let's thread it through to the opposite side, bringing it back up to the ceiling. We're gonna do 6 in total, so let's do 2. Pushing that floor away, trying to keep our hips square and our core engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Okay, take that, come back up into our side plank, reach that weight above our head, extend that leg out, bringing that weight and that toe together. Let's do 6. So 2. Breathing, pushing that floor away with the knee and the palm, trying to keep your core engaged and your ribs pulled away from the floor. 3, 2, breathing, and 1. Lower back. Okay, we're gonna come onto our backs, keeping those weights by our side. Take your feet down towards the mat. Legs are bent. Pressing your feet into the floor. Inhale, slowly tucking your tail, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling our hips up towards the floor and lifting those weights up to the ceiling. Inhale to lower back down. We're gonna do 6 like this. So inhale, tucking that tail, pushing into those feet, hips pushing towards the ceiling. Exhale to lower back down. 3, 4, pushing that floor away. Exhale to lower. 5, pushing those hips up. Exhale, lowering back down, feeling the weight into your feet. 6, stay up. Bring the weights above the head, opening the legs. Exhale to bring it all back in together. We're gonna do 6 like that. So inhale, taking the knees out to both sides, having the weights hover, not touch the floor. Exhale to reach back up. Feeling how everything has to work together. Thinking of when you're pulling those weights up, you're moving through water with them. Let's do 3. Also, one of the challenges, keeping the hips lifted. It's easy to drop. Keep the keep the hips lifted, because that's really going to challenge those glute muscles. And 5, Breathing. Last one, 6. Keeping those arms up to the ceiling. Raise your ankles up off the floor. Lift the weights, bring the weights out to the sides of each room, lowering yourself back down, keeping the heels raised. Exhale to bring it all back up. Okay, so inhale, lowering. Heels are off the floor, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, weights are lowering, staying at a hover. Exhale to bring it back up. Let's do 3. And exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. And last one, 6. Place one weight down on the floor. Place your left foot flat on the floor, leg is bent. Extend the right leg out and the left arm out, taking the opposite hand, palm facing on the mat. Want you to tilt your chin to your chest, have that leg and that weight hover, come up to bring the weight and toe together. The same way we did on the side, but now we're hitting different parts of our leg. Okay, so let's do 2. We're gonna do 6 in total. Slowly with control, coming back down. We're not using momentum to come up and we're not thudding to come back down. This really is about that control in the movement. Again, imagine that arm and that leg moving through water. Breathing, hugging the ribs, belly button to spine. 4, breathing. 5, and let's do one last one. 6. Let's switch sides. Taking that right arm above your head, right leg is bent, foot on the mat. Extend that left leg out, left arm, palm on the mat. Inhale, coming into that curl, reaching that weight to that toe, and exhale to lowering back down. Core is engaged for the movement. 2. Think of the ribs hugging and the belly button to spine so that we don't create like doming in this abdominal section. If you're focused on the movement being from your core, you won't have that pressure in your low back. Let's do 4, 5, one more, guys, and 6. Lower back down. I want you to just take a second. Hug the legs, rocking them back and forth a second. Take your knees, windshield wiper them a little bit, just to release our lower back. Great. Grab those weights. Take them above your head, keeping your feet. Okay, so this is 2 options. I want to offer 2 progressions here. Option to have your knees bent, feet on the floor if you feel pain or discomfort in your lower back. We're going to come into some hundreds. Option to do the 100 from the feet on the floor, or as a progression, you can take your legs up to a tabletop position to be in this position with them bent. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you can have your legs extended out. For me, I'm going to have my legs bent today, but feel free to do whatever option feels comfortable for you. So legs wherever it feels comfortable. Weights are hovering above the head. Inhale, tilt your chin to your chest, float those weights up above, coming up into a curl, and we're going to inhale and exhale for 6 counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. 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 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Bring those weights back. Breathing. Let's windshield wiper those legs again. I want us to try to do teaser prep. So keeping one leg bent, let's extend that bottom leg keeping our left leg bent, let's extend our right leg out. Taking those weights above our head, inhale to come up to a seated position, holding that leg out in front of us, holding those weights. Slowly with control, carve out those abdominals, lower yourself back towards the floor, bringing those weights up above the head. We're gonna do 4 more like that. So inhale, tilt the chin to the chest, hovering those weights above, coming up into this teaser prep. Exhale to lower back down towards the floor. Slowly and with control. We're not thudding, we're not using momentum to get up. We're really pulling from the abdominals, not our lower back. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale. Slowly with control, lowering ourselves back towards the floor, bringing those weights back above the head. Let's do 4. Exhale, lowering back down. And we're gonna do 1 more, keeping that leg hovering the whole time so that your legs, glutes stay activated. Inhale, lowering back down. This time, we're gonna switch legs. Let's extend that, let's place that right foot down on the mat, knee bent, extend that left leg out. Inhale, hovering those weights to come up to seated. Exhale, slowly with control, using those abdominals to help you slowly roll back towards the mat. Let's do 4 more like that. Inhale. And exhale, slowly roll back. Let's do 3. Slowly rolling back. 2 more. 4. And last one, 5. And just for fun, because we did the prep, let's just do 2 full teasers. Option again, if you want to keep the legs bent, or if you just want to continue with the teaser prep, or if you want to really challenge yourself keeping your legs extended out. Inhale, reaching, hovering up, having those legs bent. Let's see if I can extend them out and slowly roll back down. Teaser is a really challenging one, guys. Whatever progression you use, it is totally fine. You're still working those abdominals, and it's okay if you shake too. Inhale, rolling back. Drop the weights. Let's take those legs, windshield wiper them side to side. Hug the legs a little bit, releasing that lower back. Let's grab those weights again. Let's hug our right leg. We're gonna come into single leg stretch with the weights. So make sure you have enough room here. I'm tall, so I need a lot of room. So hugging your right leg, I want you to inhale and switch, extending those arms. So inhale, bringing it back together. Inhale, reaching the arms up and coming back in. Let's do 6. So 3, 4, 5, thinking of staying engaged in that movement. 6, hugging both legs together. We're gonna come into double leg stretch using the weights. So hugging both legs, coming up into a curl. I wanted to say, if for whatever reason you have neck pain, there is a complete option of doing single leg stretch or double leg stretch with your head down on the mat. And basically it would look like this. So you would be hugging the legs, reaching the arms and legs up and over, circling those weights around and coming back together. If you're having any neck pain, if you want a progression, come up, tilt the chin to the chest, come up into the curl, reach out and up and circle around. We're gonna do 6, okay? Staying with the neck version, if your neck hurts, down on the mat, if that is a better progression for you. Let's do 2. 3, breathing, thinking of those abdominals, really supporting the movement so that we're not dropping into that low back. 4, 2 more, 5, and 6. Great. Lower those weights for a second. Take a deep breath. Gonna bring the legs back to tabletop. Again, if our lower back hurts, option to completely do this with the feet on the mat. Inhale, interlace the hands behind the head. Legs are together. Inhale, coming up into an abdominal curl. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come into crisscross, extend the left leg out, taking that left elbow to the right knee and switch to alternate sides. We're going to do 10 in total, okay? So thinking of our core staying engaged, breathing through that movement. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Relax, hug the legs, rock that out a little bit. Okay, roll ourselves, grab the backs of our thighs, roll ourselves up to seated. I want you to grab your weights, reach those weights out in front of you. We're gonna come into some half roll downs. And then we're going to come into a full roll down. So first I want you to hold those weights out in front. Inhale, carving out those abdominals. Roll back as far as a pain-free range goes for you. Exhale to come seated back up tall. We're going to do 6 like that. So inhale, rolling ourselves back. Exhale to come back seated tall. Let's do 2. Breathing. Exhale, you're not pulling with your back, you're pulling with those abdominals. Let's do 3. And 4. 5. And last one, 6. This time, take that weight that on the right side out to the side, bringing it back in, following our gaze. Let's do the left arm, the opposite side, bringing it back in, come seated up tall, bringing those weights up above the head. Bring them back out. Let's do 6. So let's do 2. Breathing, holding those abdominal muscles are really firing up to keep us in that position. Holding that weight, adding in that arm movement. Really a challenge, but great for our abdominals and our arms as well. And the spine. The thoracic spine is really working here too. Let's do 4. Weights up above the head. 5. And it's okay, guys, if your body is shaking. Mine is too. That's just your transverse abdominis really firing up. And let's do one last one, bringing that weight out to the side and the alternate right out to the side, coming back up to seated tall. Great. Let's drop those weights down for a second. Okay, we're gonna come on to our stomachs for prone position, taking those weights out of your way there. Let's place our hands by our ears here. I want you to inhale, pushing a marble. Imagine that you're pushing a marble away with your nose, peeling your chest up off the floor to come into a mini swan. You're looking forward, not up, just forward, okay? Exhale, lower yourself back down towards the floor. We're gonna do that 2 more times. As you're pushing that marble away, push the pelvis into the floor as well. You're gonna notice a difference in that stretch. Also, your feet, I should tell you, are about mat distance apart, so they're a little bit of a angle. Inhale just helps with the lift. And exhale, lowering back down. If that feels more comfortable in the extension in your spine, continue with the mini swan. If you want to take it to the next progression, we're going to come into the full swan. So inhale, pushing that floor away, pulling the chest up off the floor to come up into that full swan. Exhale, lowering back down with control. We're not going fast. This is not fast movement. This is all about that control. So inhale, reaching, pushing into those palms. Exhale, lowering back down. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale. pushing up, and exhale, coming back down. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, reaching, pushing up off the floor, feeling that extension in the back, and exhale, lowering back down. Keeping the arms where they are in that, with your palms by your ears, I want you to inhale and reach the hands up off the floor. If there is pain or at all, if you're having issues in your back, just do the hand movement. As progression, inhale, lift the chest up off the floor with the palms. Exhale to lower back down. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale. We're doing breaststroke prep. Exhale to come back down. Inhale. And exhale. We're really strengthening our backs here. Inhale. Strengthening our back is just as important as strengthening our core. This time when we come up, take those arms and come into breaststroke. If you need to, stay down with the chest and just focus on the arms. For the progression, we're going to come into the breaststroke for 6 and 5. Pushing those thighs into the floor and those feet. 3. Breathing. 2 and 1. Lower yourself back down. I want you to take your arms up, reaching our arms and legs out, forehead on the mat. Inhale, lift that left arm up above the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, take that right arm up above the floor and lower it back down. This time, as you take the left arm, take the right leg. And exhale, and let's do the opposite side. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, lowering back down. Let's do 2 more times on each side. And lower. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower. 1 more time on each side. Inhale, reaching up. This is swimming prep. This time, I want you to take both your arms and your legs up off the floor at the same time. Hold and lower. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching those arms and legs up off the floor, lifting and lower. This time when we reach up, I want you to flutter kick the legs for 5 and the arms 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower. Bringing those arms by your side, palms facing the mat, forehead on the mat. Inhale, reach the arms and the chest up off the floor. Exhale to lower back down for Superman prep. We're going to do that 2 more times with the prep. Inhale, just the arms and the chest. Again, if our back is hurting, you can just focus on just that arm movement, okay? Inhale, reaching the arms up off the floor and lower. This time, to progress 1 step further, we're going to reach the arms and the legs up off the floor, reaching our fingertips back to the opposite side of the room, holding, exhaling, and lowering. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching, chest lifted, looking forward. Exhale, lowering back down. And 1 last time. Inhale and exhale, lowering back down towards the floor. Let's come into a shell stretch to release that back, opening up the legs, reaching the arms out forward. Take an inhale and exhale. Let's walk our hands out to the side, feeling that nice side stretch. Taking a deep breath in, breathing into those ribs, and exhale, walking our hands to the opposite side. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Coming to the mat. Let's bend our left leg in front. Let's bend the opposite leg behind. Taking our hand down to the mat, reaching our arm up and over for that nice side mermaid stretch. Inhale, breathing into those ribs. And exhale, bringing the arm down. I want you to take that arm up, pushing into those legs for that nice hip flexor stretch. Inhale and lower back down. Let's switch sides. Let's switch the opposite leg in front and the opposite leg behind. Right hand down on the mat. Inhale, reaching up and over. And exhale, lower back down, taking that arm, pulling it up towards the ceiling, pressing those hips out for that nice stretch, knees into the floor. Exhale, coming back down, crossing our legs in front, closing our eyes. Inhale, reaching our arms up above the head, bringing our palms together. Inhale, as we exhale, bringing our hands towards our heart. Opening your eyes and you are done. Thank you so much for doing this Pilates workout.